What's up guys, Eric Psykik here, and today I wanted to make a video about some of the new things we've been hearing about from Cipsoft, since I know some of you don't currently play but still want to be in the loop. So to start off, on the 23rd of August, Cipsoft announced 3 new store products that have been added to the game as of the 31st. The first, and probably most controversial, is the Experience Boost. For the longest time, players were worried about whether we would ever see buyable vouchers, and while this boost isn't as powerful as a voucher, it's still bonus experience that can be purchased with real money. The way these experience boosts work is by increasing your experience points for killing monsters by 50%. The bonus only applies to the character that purchases it, so these boosts are not account-wide like a voucher. As soon as you purchase the boost, it becomes active on your character, but the boost will only count down as you hunt, like green stamina. If you stop hunting, your experience boost won't be wasted. Between 2 server saves, you're able to buy 5 boosts with increasing costs, and you can only buy the next hour once you finish the one you're currently on. The first boost is 30 Tibia coins, the second 45 coins, third 90 coins, fourth 180 coins, and the fifth boost is 360 coins. This means that if you hunt for an hour each day with a boost, you'll be paying around $1.20, and if you hunt your green stamina with 2 hours of boost, you'll be paying $3 a day. A full day of all 5 boosts will cost you around $28, so unless you're on a new server or really milking a double experience weekend, I don't see many people buying all 5. These boosts stack with other bonuses, so now the top experience modifier in the game without counting the pre-50 boost or any world events is 525% or 5.25 times. I was a little confused on how to reach this conclusion, so here's the math Maraid gave to us. Normal stamina would be 1 times experience, a voucher increases it to 2, a double experience weekend increases it to 3, so already you can see right there the double experience doesn't actually double the value, but it adds another 100%. And then after that, the experience boost adds it up to 3.5. This total is then multiplied against the green stamina bonus of 1.5, resulting in 5.25 times experience. Before these experience boosts, the highest multiplier was 4.5 times from a voucher, double experience weekend, and green stamina. So in a regular 2kk an hour spawn on green stamina like Old Fortress, Lizard City, or Bermuda, you'll be able to make 7kk an hour. For me as a level 289, that's nearly 2 levels an hour. They also added a new visual in the skills window to see your experience multipliers and how they work. I know 7kk experience sounds insane, but before these experience boosts, you would be getting 6kk an hour if you had a voucher, double weekend, and green stamina while hunting one of the 3 spawns I mentioned, so it's only 1kk more than before. I'll get back to this though. Moving on, we have the Gold Pouch. The Gold Pouch is a new bottomless container to store money in. This pouch can be stored in either the depot box or your store inbox, which confuse some players because you're not storing it in your depot inbox. It'll be located in your store inbox, which is always attached to your character and located in the bottom right of your equipment. A gold pouch cannot be lost on death or traded, and its price is a hefty 900 coins, which is around $36. Finally, we have the Gold Converter. The Gold Converter is a new item that will convert a stack of gold coins into platinum coins, or platinum coins into crystal coins. One gold converter costs only 5 Tibia coins and can be used 500 times. If converting gold only, this means you can convert 50,000 gold into 5 stacks of platinum coins before the Gold Converter breaks. It cannot be traded like the pouch and is stored in the same places. So this is how I see the Gold Converter and pouch being used. I think they're pretty worthless to high levels. Sure, you can carry more gold now and have a convenient place to store it, but I was never really bothered carrying tons of backpacks for gold anyways when playing my knight, and I never really picked up gold on my high level mage anyways. And yeah, you can convert gold now to save cap, but it's not worth the small amount of profit to me to pick them up and slow down my hunt, even if I can convert them to platinums. The only reason I could see someone using these items is if they're a low level looking to extend the length of their hunts, or they're playing on a PvP world. Low levels can now cap out totally on supplies and just convert gold as they go, but I still don't see the pouch being justified since you'll save inventory space converting the gold to platinums. On PvP worlds, however, you could convert the gold to platinums and then store them in your pouch, so if you get PK'd, the killer gets nothing. Combine this with buyable potions and now all you need to hunt is a plate set, and if anyone kills you while hunting, they won't get any of your money or supplies. Only any creature products or rares you looted. New PvP worlds are looking less thrilling by the day. And back to the experience boosts, of course I don't approve of them, but they aren't worth quitting over to me personally, even though everyone seems to be up in arms over it. I see why Cipsoft added them, and it is what it is. Believe it or not, there are a lot of low levels on this game and so much high level content, so it's in Cipsoft's best interest to let the lower levels get up fast so they can enjoy the new stuff. How many times have you tried to convince someone to come over to your world or play a new one, and the number one thing they say is they don't want to start over? I've tried to get people to come to hardcore PvP from open, and that's what I always hear is that they don't want to start over even though they hate the open PvP system. This stuff allows them to start over and get to a good level faster, which keeps them happy, keeps them buying premium, and keeps Sipsoft profitable. I wish this stuff didn't have to exist, but like I said, I'm not quitting over it, and I really don't think they're that overpowered either. Like my Bermuda, Old Fortress, and Lizard City example, you're only getting an extra 1 KK an hour by purchasing these boosts, and yeah, you may buy the first 1 or 2 hours, but all 5 hours for $28? No thanks. There's over 90 pages of people complaining about the new boosts though, so we'll see if these really are the nail to Tibia's coffin. Let's also pretend Sipsoft finally stops handing out vouchers because of this new experience boost and everyone's vouchers finally expire. So now the max multiplier in game excluding world events is 1 for normal stamina, 2 for double experience weekend, and 2.5 for an experience boost, multiplied by 1.5 for green stamina, which is 3.75. So in a 2 KK an hour spawn on green stamina, you'll make 5 KK an hour. That's worse than the 6 KK you could make before experience boosts were introduced. So all we need is for vouchers to stop being a thing, and then I really don't think the experience boosts are that bad. People will buy them around double weekends, and if double weekends stick to being every other month, then that's not really a big deal, at least to me. So that's it for the new store products, but I figured I might as well throw this dev note about imbuing in here while I'm on the topic of new stuff coming to Tibia. Right now, Sipsoft is looking for feedback on a new feature they want to bring to Tibia this winter, which is imbuing. Imbuing is basically a fancy word for enchanting, which we already have, but the enchanting system is really flawed and outdated, so they're just abandoning it for this new imbuing system. For the time being, as Maraid said, imbuing will not be available for umbral items, items that can already be enchanted or charged, and ammunition. A lot of people are upset about umbral items not being imbuable, but they did say for the time being, so maybe these will be imbuable someday. It seems like this imbuing system will come in tiers, since Maraid said there will be imbuements of varying degrees of effectiveness. So a low imbuement would be plus 5 speed, and a high imbuement might be plus 15. You will also be able to imbue certain pieces of equipment with multiple imbuements, so maybe we will see blue legs with death protection and speed on them. The types of imbuements Sipsoft is looking at include elemental damage for weapons, elemental protection for armor, skill boosts, and the critical hit point leech, and mana leech effects that just came out this past summer update. Keep in mind that imbuements will only be available for weapons and armor and not for rings and amulets. I'm assuming because we already have enough of both with effects. Personally, I think this imbuing system has a lot of potential. My only concern is that they allow too many imbuements at once and make them too powerful. Icy culottes are the only legs mages can wear that give 8% ice protection with no negative effects, and they're extremely valuable for PvP. I hope they don't allow us to imbue legs with like 10% protection to multiple elements, even though they said right here that imbuements of the same type can be added if they vary in strength. 15% holy sounds pretty cool at first, but someone with 15% ice protection on their legs, 15% fire protection on their body, 15% energy protection on their helmet, and 15% death protection on their shield would just be way too overpowered. Or a knight or paladin that just imbue every piece of equipment with 1 to 2 skills and gain like 12 skills overall, they'd be hitting in the thousands with all these new overcharged weapons and stuff. I would rather see the system be accessible to low levels and a convenience for higher levels. I thought the metal spats were a great boot added to this game because they were simple. 1 armor and 1% physical protection. The only problem was that they were dropped by metal gargoyles, which a noob can't kill, but if low levels could enchant their stuff with 1 to 2% protection to different elements or +1 skill, I think that would be neat. For high levels, maybe no more than 2 pieces of armor can be imbuable without the ability to stack same effects, but then again, this is only my opinion. Finally, I think them adding critical hit point leech, and mana leech to other items is a great idea. The current summer update gold token system is just way too grindy for the effects it gives, at least when it comes to PVM. I mean, that's fine if you get the best weapons from it, but an easier way to get a weapon with say 3% critical hit chance for 10% extra damage would be sweet, and getting the hit point and mana leech would actually be worth it too for hunting, since the current system right now is just too much of a time and money sink to make either of those enchantments worth getting. Alright guys, so that pretty much sums up the next few months of Tibia. Hopefully we get Tibia 11 sometime soon, and my fingers are crossed for New Worlds in November because I think historically that's a month where they do server merges, but who knows. Anyways, thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.